Hello everybody and welcome back to X4, where this time we've got 1.1 billion credits. So we're, gonna go spend those immediately. I can't remember. Did we buy everything at the Teladi? Let's go check. It won't take very long. I really probably should have done this before starting the episode, but here we are. Now, we do have a slight problem with our stations, and that is that our mineral miners are not currently really getting us very much. So that is definitely something to be slightly concerned about, and yes, we do already have everything here. That is wonderful. Now, you'll notice we've started producing our vanguards here, our Incarsatura, I'm going to go with. We have been producing those. They're not done yet, but we're getting there. So that's excellent.
Elite Vanguard.
And let's just go ahead and undock here, and I believe the first place that we're going to need to go is the Holy Order of the Pontifex shipyard. So we're going to head over there and just go pick ourselves up some more ship blueprints. And any other blueprints that we might have missed.
Engaged.
Excellent. So off we go, and I'll show you what I mean about the issue with the miners. So if we go into our logical overview here, you'll see we've got some methane, but we do have some ore and silicon right now, but we're by no means fully stocked. If we check our small and medium wharf and go into the logical overview here, we're fully stocked on hydrogen, helium, and methane, but we are not on silicon. This ore just recently came in, and it may or may not get used up super quickly. And in our XL, if we check our logical shipyard there, that's the hull parts factory. Hang on, we need to be down over here. If we check our XL shipyard in the logical overview, we've got a whole lot of nothing. It kind of makes some degree of sense because this is still under construction, but it also kind of doesn't. So we may need to increase our number of miners, specifically of the ore type. So let's actually go into here and we will build ourselves, say, a few more of these drill vanguards. Where is it? Do we actually not have that? We don't actually have that blueprint yet. We'll have to do that after. We can say double that up to 8 for the... we can actually do it with both so that each of those is running 16 miner ships. And that might be enough. But I think the larger problem here is that all of these stations and all of these stations are drawing on the resources in Grand Exchange, and we kind of don't have a lot of resources in Grand Exchange. I do want to build ourselves a couple of cheap elite vanguards, which is... we should have that recipe. Yeah, right here. Elite recipe? It's a blueprint. I want to build 2 of these. And we'll confirm that. They'll show up eventually. And the reason I wanted to do that is because I just want to explore Grand Exchange a little bit more thoroughly, and I don't want to have that order there. I just want to explore this area a little bit more thoroughly. So that'll be a nice thing to do. Oh, we just got ourselves another 200,000 credits. It's always handy. Wonderful. So we still need to go to the Holy Order of the Pontifex, we need to go to the Argon Shipyard, and we need to go to the Hatikva Free Trade League to get a few more blueprints. And that won't be all of the blueprints, apparently. That won't be all of the blueprints in the game, but it will be a significant sector of them, and probably enough, realistically. So that's great. And we should be hopping onto the superhighway momentarily here. The autopilot has decided that we don't need to go in travel mode. Okay, it has changed its mind. And off we go. I'm going to turn off the autopilot here. That apparently took us off of the superhighway. There, now we're back on the superhighway. Wonderful. So yeah, I think we're going to need to increase our number of miners because we're getting a little tapped out there, and they're going to have to go further, which means it will be longer between... It'll just be less efficient. Of course, we're not planning on building anything else in that region, but I do want to modify our defense platform a little bit, and that's something that we will do in just a bit once we're done doing this running around, because the defense platform actually has some needs of its own that I want to meet. Specifically, the defense platform is trying to buy advanced electronics and turret components. It also needs a manager, and we'll handle that too.
System. True sight.
So we'll be leaving this highway here in about 80 kilometers. Right about now.
Autopilot engaged.
Okay, autopilot. What do you got? Huh. Why didn't it tell me to get off of the highway sooner? Why did it tell me to get off of the highway here?
Autopilot.
That is odd.
Entering system. Fully vision.
Okay, we'll do it this way.
Autopilot engaged.
That's very strange. Like, that wasn't even the autopilot. That was the guidance system messing up there. Very strange indeed. So as I was saying, the defense platform here, it does need advanced electronics and turret components. Now, both of these things are produced by all of these, so that might be fine. But we definitely need a manager for it. So that's something we'll probably do at this station, is pick up a manager for it. And interestingly, it only seems to need those in the construction budget. So it's trying to make the turrets right now. So if we go to the information on this thing, you can see this is in the construction budget. But everything is built. Resources needed to complete changes, advanced electronics, and turret components, because it needs to put in all of the turrets, which are not there yet. Which I just find interesting.
Autopilot disengaged.
Okay, autopilot, you can stop. Thank you very much.
Docking granted.
And docking is over this way. Ah, this is the docking bay. Gotcha. And we're coming in at that position. That's fine. Okay, there we go. Docking computer will take over from there.
Successfully docked.
And let's just get up and go talk to the faction rep yet again. This should be the last time we need to talk to any of these faction reps, so. Unless we get a promotion, I suppose. Which we may or may not have. This way to the faction rep. Hello, faction rep.
It's an honor to see you here.
I'm sure it is. Okay. Yep. All we need here is ships. Wonderful. Slightly expensive,
Safe journey.
but that'll do. In fact, that's more than slightly expensive. That is quite expensive. So let's just head back to the dock area here. And as long as we're here, we can see if we can find someone to run our defense platform for us. You look like a suspect.
Hello.
Hi. You're pretty good at management. You're really expensive. We don't care. We will hire him, and we will set him to the defense platform in the manager role.
Do my best to maximize your company's profits.
I'm sure you will. Have fun with that. He's charging off. He'll get there eventually. We have 4 inactive missions, apparently. And let's actually see what those are. Let's see. The XL Shipyard wants to restock cargo drones, and it wants a trade ship. It will get a trade ship. Both of these want to restock cargo drones. Fair enough. For right now, though, we are just heading up to the Argonne Shipyard. So let's undock and head off over that direction. Wonderful. Just boost our way out of here.
Autopilot.
And now that we're below the plane of the asteroid belt, the autopilot should have no problem. Perfect. And let's just check in on our stations while we're on the way here. Hopefully we will have made some money to help recoup some of these losses. I'm not sure that I'd call this much money at all, realistically. We'll accept that estimate, which will actually put money into it. The life support factory here makes a small amount, and then these actually have really, really high operating budgets that we're not going to worry about for right now. Excellent. So, we are on our way over to the Argonne shipyard. And we should be there relatively quickly. Are those Elite Vanguards that I ordered done yet? One of them is. So we are going to send it to explore over in Grand Exchange 1. And we will set the width of that exploration. If we can get over here. Really, that is very, very small.
Entering system.
Okay.
Second
I
contact.
expected this to be much bigger than this. We'll just remove this order for now. And okay.
Entering system. Argon
I guess that's
Prime.
fine. We'll have it come explore Hatikva's choice. That's slightly better. Okay, so we're leaving the highway now. I'll turn off autopilot because the autopilot struggles mightily with this.
Autopilot.
And there we go.
Engaged.
Glorious. So I definitely do think that we need to expand our mining fleet over here. I think it's pretty clear at this point that with all three of these shipyards operating full tilt, that this is insufficient, mostly because of the distance that they have to travel to get these goods, right? So that's mostly the issue there. The ore and the silicon are definite problems. So I think we should definitely expand. Because of the location over here, we don't actually care too much about gas because there's so much gas in this region. The only thing we really care about is the ore, so we need to expand that. But in our shipyards in the Reach, it's going to be the opposite. Hello, Argonne Shipyard.
Argon shipyard.
Let's just come up over here and dock. Excellent. And we'll just land right over here. There we go. And we'll go talk to the faction rep, of course.
Elite Vanguard.
It's an honor to have you aboard.
So we'll hop through this door. And not head to the crappy ship. We're heading to the representative. This is not the representative's office at all. We're heading to the representative. There, that's more like it. Hello, faction rep.
It's an honor to see you here.
I would like to buy a blueprint. Specifically, I want to buy these blueprints. Excellent.
Good luck out there.
Okay, so that does mean that we're going to be a bit low on funding when we get to the Free Trade League's faction rep. But we are very, very close at this point to having all of the blueprints that I wanted. So we will go ahead and undock here, and we are, of course, going to head to the faction rep over here. And apparently we're going to clip straight through the docking bay.
Autopilot.
I'm okay with this.
Engaged.
I don't think this is a problem. So I do want to build some additional ships over here. We want to build some drill vanguards, high spec, and we'll add that to the shopping list. The order may take a long time. I'm well aware of this. We are going to need 12 of them. And those are just going to be divvied up between these three evenly. So that's going to be a thing. We have a lot of this going on. Actually, this Elite Vanguard is now done. So we should have this go explore maybe over in Nopalios' Fortune. We don't know much about this region. So let's explore over here. And we'll just select this order. We'll need to go to the information here.
System. Atikva's choice.
And bump that up to 350 kilometers. Excellent. We're leaving the highway now.
Disengage. Autopilot engaged.
We'll turn the autopilot back on because I had a sneezing emergency and the autopilot was able to handle it for me. Okay, we'll turn that off.
Docking.
And we'll request some docking up over here. It wants me to go where exactly? Through here? I'm kind of confused by this. Uh-huh. The guidance is kind of strange. Ah. There's our docking port. Just boost through there quick. Whoa. That was a little exciting. But we'll just go ahead and dock here.
Successfully docked.
And we are going to go talk to the faction rep. I know nobody saw that coming, but that's the plan. The real question is, do we have... This isn't the faction rep.
Hello there.
Hi. Why did you just clip through the door? That was creepy. That was really creepy, actually.
Greetings.
Hi. I want to buy some blueprints. Actually, these are pretty cheap. I was concerned about having enough money for this, but we totally do.
Goodbye. Greetings.
You didn't have anything else we needed, did you? I believe we already got all this. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Fantastic. So that's all of our ship blueprints that we were intending to purchase. I don't think we need any more blueprints at this point. I think we're pretty much good. Which means that money is now kind of pointless and our currency becomes time. So that's interesting. We should probably think about getting a construction ship of our own as soon as possible. I believe we would need the XL shipyard to be online for that. Let's just take a look at the status of that. The ship fabrication bay is about 13 minutes away from finishing. When that happens, we can get a ship trader over here. And that's going to be pretty important. I'm just going to hire our ship trader right now. That'll be after the episode ends that finishes, but I'll hire the ship trader and we'll assign him afterwards. So this one would work.
Hello.
Yeah, we'll hire you. I want you to work on the crappy ship for right now in the service crew role.
You've made a wise decision by employing me.
I'm sure I did. I'm sure you will not betray me. Ever. And maybe we'll manually fly him over to that shipyard, rather than having him take a transport pod. He is very slow at ladder climbing. Wonderful. And let's just undock here. And we are going to head on over to the XL shipyard. We could teleport there, but that would kind of defeat the purpose of flying our ship trader over. So let's boost on out of there. And we will begin making our way over. It shouldn't take too long. We'll get on the superhighway pretty quickly, and then we'll just hop over to here. Yeah, shouldn't be too bad. Excellent. And then once that is finished, we also want to pretty much immediately queue up a construction ship so that we have our own. But we can't do that yet, obviously.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
So these guys are both exploring. And we are working on quite a few of our drill mineral vanguards. That's a good sign. I'm very happy to see that. We can build, what, 8 at a time for mediums?
Entering system.
That's acceptable.
Second contact.
Let's take a quick look at what is going on over here. Yeah, ore and silicon. That is pretty much what I expected. For the large shipyard, it should be pretty much the same thing.
System. True sight.
It's actually short on methane and hydrogen and helium. It does have miners, right? It does. They're all currently in Grand Exchange 3, except for this one,
Entering
which
system.
is currently bringing in about half a tank of hydrogen. Slightly awkward. Okay. Well, we will make our way over this way, and we'll solve this. Hopefully, just increasing our amount of miners will do the trick.
System. Pontifex's claim.
But I was expecting there to be some material shortages with the demands that we were putting on Grand Exchange 3. But hopefully, we'll be able to solve that. And having our secondary redundant shipyard complex substantially away should help us tremendously on that front. So I do think that it's not really important that I show us flying over here. I'm just going to tell you, all that's going to happen is I'm going to fly over, dock at the shipyard here. As soon as this construction finishes, I'm going to put in the ship trader, and then I'm pretty much going to call it a day on that, because we're mostly no longer in need of large AFK sessions. Money is kind of irrelevant at this point, and it's just about building our production chains a little bit further. So that's pretty much all that's going to happen. So I think I'm going to put a cut in here, and next episode we are probably going to begin work on our redundant section up over here. And we may have a construction ship by then too. I'll probably order one of those. Until next time though, you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time.